escalation that could have repercussions both in India and Pakistan. English newspaper The Guardian has claimed that it has spoken to authorities both in India and Pakistan and come to a conclusion that 20 terrorists wanted by India in various terror cases belonging to Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen and other terror organizations have been eliminated in Pakistan by Indian forces, by Indian agencies. The allegation comes at a time when India is preparing for Lok Sabha elections. Last Lok Sabha elections, Pulwama attack had just happened before the polls were announced, and that was a factor in the minds of many voters who ensured that Prime Minister Modi came back with a thumping majority, thumping victory. Now, this report by The Guardian claims that soon after the Pulwama attack happened and the new term of the Modi government started, there was a thinking in South Block, in Prime Minister's office, that something more must be done to make Pakistan pay for harboring these terrorists. The report claims that over last 2 years or more than 20 Pakistani terrorists have been eliminated via sleeper cells based in United Arab Emirates. What Pakistani officials, intelligence officials based in Islamabad and Rawalpindi have told the Guardian journalists is that they have carried out discreet investigation which shows that India had a role. This charge has been made by Pakistan-based intelligence officials unnamed in the Guardian report. So what is it that the Guardian is saying as far as the modus operandi is concerned? What they're alleging, like I said, is that after Pulwama, there was a thinking in the Indian establishment that Pakistani terrorists must be eliminated. Millions of rupees were allegedly paid to either criminals or to impoverished Pakistanis to carry out these targeted killings. In some cases, involvement of Afghan-based handlers or Afghan nationals have also been alleged. Pakistan, on its part, has not come out in public and acknowledged these deaths because it would then be accused of harboring terrorists wanted by Indian law. And because the FATF inquiry was on, Pakistan was trying very hard to showcase itself as somebody which was not really helping the terror network worldwide. So some of the examples that have been quoted by the Guardian report, I'm going to just read out to you a few examples that they have cited. Zahoor Mistry, he was a terrorist who was wanted in a case of Air India aircraft hijack. He went with the alias of Zahir Akhund. Allegedly, an Indian external agency, intelligence agency operator contacted him, pretended to be a journalist, English language journalist based in US, confirmed his identity, and then as per this Guardian report, Afghan nationals were contacted to carry out this particular killings in Karachi in 2022. There's another terrorist who's been named in this report, Shahid Latif. He belongs to Jaish-e-Mohammed. Allegedly, 1.5 million Pakistani rupees was paid to an impoverished Pakistani, and he was made to believe that he was killing, quote unquote, an infidel. Subsequently, he was arrested by the Pakistani authorities after he had shot Latif dead in a mosque. Now, these Indian agencies have been confirming these deaths and saying that this seems to be an infighting within Jaish or within Hizbul Mujahideen. But the Guardian is now claiming that these were targeted killings carried out by people who have been paid by sleeper cells in UAE at the behest of Indian agencies. Now, that's a huge claim that is being made. There's one more person from Hizbul Mujahideen, Bashir Ahmed Peer. He's a commander of the Hizbul Mujahideen. Again, the payment made to his killers allegedly was made in Dubai. Millions of rupees paid is what the Guardian is claiming. And they're also quoting unnamed Pakistani intelligence officials to say that in the last 2 years, in Dubai specifically, there seems to be an upsurge in the number of these quote-unquote sleeper cells coming up, and the way they have been carried out, the killings in Karachi and in other parts of Pakistan had Pakistan worried. Now, there could be political implications of it because Prime Minister Modi has very clearly said after Pulwama happened, after Balakot happened, that this is not the India of the past. If anybody hampers India's national interest, we will not sit here just to respect boundaries. Ghus ke marenge is a term that is often heard after Balakot happened. So in the political space that we are looking at in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, this Guardian report revelation about 20 terrorists at least getting killed could have political implications also. But diplomatically, what would this really mean? Would India come out with a statement? Because this report is also coming out at a time when India is already being accused in the context of Gurpatwant Singh Pannoon by United States and in the context of Nirchhar by Canada, India has been accused of breaching sovereignty and carrying out targeted attacks allegedly against American or Canadian nationals. In the case of Canada, India has rejected the charge completely. In the case of Gurpatwant Singh Pannoon, what India has said is that we are working together. So in that backdrop, this report assumes both diplomatic and political significance.